I would like to share with you the effect of repealing the Affordable Care Act and replacing it with the American Health Care Act will have on people with serious mental illness in New Jersey. Under the Affordable Care Act, the enrollment increased for people with serious mental illness in Medicaid program by 13,000 and another 20,000 enrolled in the health insurance exchanges. Prior to the Affordable Care Act, people with serious mental illness relied on emergency room use and hospitalizations for their care. With their enrollment in the Medicaid program, they were eligible to work with primary care physicians and their practices, thus reducing the cost of charity care for hospitals from $605 million to $252 million. Another issue for people with serious mental illness under the American Health Care Act will be the loss of eligibility. People who are recovering from serious mental illness, particularly those that are on the edge of the income eligibility, often lose their eligibility because their income has increased. And as they get closer to recovery, this is a frequent activity that they will be eligible, and then at another period they may be working and their eligibility go down. Under the American Health Care Affordability Act, they basically will lose that eligibility because they will only be allowed to have it once. Overall, for people with serious mental illness, it is predicted through the Urban Institute that their benefits will be reduced by 20.6%. So the impact of the repeal of the Affordable Care Act and the replacement with the American Health Care Act as currently presented will result in a loss of benefits, limited access to care, and a loss of eligibility. For citizens in New Jersey, it's predicted that charity care will increase to previous levels, thus burdening the taxpayers in terms of having to fund the charity care. In addition, those people who work with seriously mentally ill, because their benefits have been cut, will also lose their employment. I think as you go forward and deliberate the changes to the healthcare system, you would take into consideration these issues impacting the people with serious mental illness as well as people with all disabilities. Thank you.